Hey there, fellow achiever. Welcome to day 5 of the Business Unfiltered vlog, where we're going to be going through 30 days together of behind the scenes of what it looks like to be an achiever in your business and life. So really just kind of talking about what comes up during each day for me and sharing that with you so that you can kind of just see a different side of business, right? The business unfiltered section of life, if you will. So right now I am currently in Denver, Colorado. So we are here for a few days and then we're going to head on over to Tahoe for a trip with me and my husband. One of our goals is actually to see every MLB stadium. And last night we got to mark off number 12 on our list, which was the Coors Stadium over for the Rockies. So we got to check that off our list, start to see some things around town within downtown Denver, which was really fun. And right now he is locked away on his iPad watching the Cowboys game because it's Sunday and he is a big Cowboys fan. And then we're going to go out and hike and explore and see what else Denver has to offer for us. So this brought me to the fact that traveling while you have a business sometimes can be fun to navigate. Okay. So trying to make sure that yes, like I can still be involved in my business, but at the same time, when you're traveling, you want to explore, you want to see what's actually there, right? Actually be in the moment. So I'm very, very aware of that and the balance between the two, which I talked a little bit about balance just in life in general yesterday. But when it comes to traveling specifically, I thought, you know what, let me share some of these tips of what I do when I travel to make sure that business is still going as usual, but I'm enjoying the freedom that I've created in my life, which I think is very, very important. So first thing is whenever I am traveling, typically in the morning, I'll take about 40 minutes to an hour just to do some of the bare minimum tasks that I need in my business. And this is like, for example, as I'm recording this, it's the 1st of October. So there's some things that need to be done by my amazing VA on the 1st, but she needs the dates from me. So this means I just, go in there, make sure those are set so she's able to do what she needs to do. And I'm not holding that up. If I need to touch base with any client, so maybe a client reached out the day before, whatever the case is, I'll go ahead and answer them back. If there are any specific follow-ups that I need to do, let's say they're deadline sensitive, I will do those. And other than that, that's about it when I'm traveling. I really am intentional about scheduling any kind of emails or things like that I want to go out in my business before I head out, just so I don't have to worry about that and things are still running. Of course, if you've been following my business, you know that a lot of my income is through passive funnels and all that good stuff in my business. So for me, that's really important that I am still earning an income while I'm traveling, that my systems are working for me, but that I am still touching base with my business at the most viable level. So no, I'm not doing like full-blown anything right while I'm traveling, but I will touch base with my clients. I'll respond to certain emails that are absolutely important to get done. Anything that's super deadline specific, and I mean like legitimately deadline specific as far as responding to somebody or whatever the case is, I'll do that while I travel. And like I said, I try to fit it within that 40 minutes to an hour at the beginning of my day. So this is the hour for me. You're actually watching it right now because I want to do this vlog and I'm just going to do it during this hour. And I sent off some things for the podcast and that's pretty much about it. And then I'm just going to go enjoy the rest of the day as soon as my husband's done watching his football game. So if you need to do that when you travel, when I've traveled with other people, sometimes I just wake up earlier than everyone else so I can have that quiet time to myself to do what I need to do in my business. But I love the fact that it allows me to have no stress the rest of the day, right? Like I'm not constantly having my mind running of you need to do this and this and this and don't forget this. Like I don't want to deal with that during the day. So if I can take that 40 minutes to 60 minutes before I start my day when I'm traveling to go, okay, let me just do the minimum viables of my business so everything's okay. Nothing's blowing up. I already know I have systems that are bringing in income and leads and things like that for when I get home. But right now I just want to focus on the basics so I can enjoy enjoy the moment. So that is what really does help me, taking out that time of my schedule, because I find if I don't, when I'm traveling, then I'm always thinking of all the things that I need to do. And I'm getting wrapped up in, you know, those little details. Oh, did you forget to do this? Did you forget to tell this person to do this? Like, whatever the case is, I don't want to deal with that. So I give myself that time in advance, knowing that, yeah, then the rest of the day, do whatever you want. And then typically the only time people are seeing me is I'm posting on social media, right? So I'm taking photos as I'm traveling and, you know, all that fun stuff that we all do. I'll do that. But other than that, I'm done, right? Like, I'm done work. I'm not in my inbox. I'm not checking notifications and all that kind of stuff, because I've given myself the time that I need. And now it's time to just enjoy, right? Just enjoy the day. And I encourage people to do the same in their business. Like 12 to 5 is that prime time for me in my business, like on a regular Monday through Thursday type of thing. And I know, like, that's my focus hour, so I can do whatever I want any other time and be totally okay. This arm's getting tired. We're moving this over. So what I would love to hear is, when you travel, do you set aside time for your business? Do you have, like, you know, maybe it is the hour, like I take that 40 minutes to an hour, or you do something else. Maybe you're just kind of running business along the way. Maybe it's before you go to bed when you're traveling. Like, how do you navigate that? What has worked for you? And again, there's no like one way fits all. We're all going to do this differently. But if you're looking to have this freedom-based life and you do want to travel as part of that life for you, then remember, like, there are some things that you're going to have to do in your business, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, that's why you still have 23 other hours of the day to enjoy however you want, wherever you are. So really finding that balance is key, especially for me when I'm not on a normal schedule, which when you're traveling, you're not, right? So because that, and I know I'm someone who does like structure in that way, I know that just having that max hour rule before I start anything that day on my vacation is super helpful for me. And the same thing goes if I go to a business conference or seminar or anything like that. I could take that first chunk of time before I get into the thick of things and learning more to make sure my business is taken care of. So let me know how you take care of your business when you travel. What's working for you? Maybe what hasn't worked for you. We'll just leave this as an open conversation. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow for day 6. I have no idea what's on the schedule for our final day in Denver before we head over to Tahoe, but that's how I like to travel. So we will find out what fun we get into. Bye, guys.